Ryan with Premier. How you doing, folks? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Where are you? You're in a parking lot? Oh my God! You got off pickleball courts long enough to look at a parking lot? Yeah. I know. Anybody want to buy a pickleball court business? So, hey, I feel I've neglected you. I've neglected you. But I'm out here, and I am in West Brookfield, Massachusetts, and we're doing an estimate on a parking lot, and I thought to myself, I haven't talked to these guys in a long time, and I've had some comments, asking about these bigger parking lots and how do you get these bigger parking lots? How do you win these estimates for these bigger jobs? And I'm going to tell you, how you doing? Good, thank you. And I'm going to tell you. So, look, you got to make your work stand out from everybody else's. If you watch the channel enough, this was my motto, okay? Be better, do better, be honest, have integrity, and just do good work. And the people, they will find you. So, I guess I don't have to walk all the way up there. But let's examine this parking lot, okay? Now, we're going to come through here, and we can look at some things, and maybe, we will spot them. We will spot these things together. And what are these things you speak of, sir? Well, just the who gives a fuck. It's the who gives a fuck things. It's the who gives a fuck things. This is what's gonna help you win jobs. Because you're gonna walk through and you're gonna point out all the shit. So go left gun Willie. Switch the gun to the left side, do a left gun Willie, and you're right up against your curbs. Your work doesn't look like shit. Hey, sir, can I ask you a question? Why didn't you paint the lines like all the way up to the curb? Oh, the gun's on my right-hand side, and it's just the angle of the machine. I couldn't do it. And the customer goes, okay, because they don't know any better. But no, you go, hey, Charlie, left gun Willie that bitch. Get it over on the other side and get me all the way up to my curbs. And come on. Then you got stuff like this. Now look, the ground is really fucked up. All right. But this is like the front door of this place. It goes like this. All right. It goes like this. So what do you do? Well, sir, can you please explain to me why the line looks like a drunk 2-year-old? You don't want a unicycle painted it? Well, yes, sir, because you see, my machine follows the contour of the ground. It follows the contour of the ground. So, unfortunately, as the machine does this, it changes the thickness of the line. Yeah. Yep. Opportunity for you. So let me just point out how we do things differently. Let's just take this area right here. Because I'm sure we can find a bunch of other fucking problems in this area that we can point out to the customer that would make the customer go, you know what? This is my guy. Because I've had 5 people through this parking lot, and not one of them has brought up any of the things that this guy is saying. Let's go to the next thing. Here, we have a couple of patches. Who knows what they're for, but they were done using cold patch. At least they used a saw to cut it out. But you got one there, and you got one there. Looks like dog shit right in front of the place. So that should have been fixed right. It should have been fixed with hot mix. But we're going over. We are going to go over that with mastic. Well, Mr. Smartass, how would you fix stuff like this? The ground goes like this. So you got skinny line, fat line, crooked line. How do you go about all of that? How do you go about? Yeah. So what I do on stuff like this, I recognize it for what it is, and I bring wood. I lay wood down, and then I paint it with the gun, and then the contour of the machine doesn't mean anything. The contour of the ground means nothing. It means nothing. Let me go over here. And we got this hot mess of hell. What in the Sam heck? You know what this is. You know exactly what this is. This is somebody who just didn't give a shit, who sealed the parking lot, dropped their stencils down on top of it, and said, yep, it's good, send it. You know, look at this line. So the old line's on the bottom, the new line's on the top. If you were a customer, tell me you'd be happy with how that looks. You'd be pissed. Customer did say that they were not happy last year after the thing got done, that they didn't fill all the cracks. I said, this was done last year? He goes, yeah, we do it every year. I said, dude, you shouldn't have to do it every year. You know? Like, yeah, a new crack's gonna open. Yeah, new cracks will open. You know? Are cracks gonna grow past their patch? Yeah. Cracks are gonna grow past their rubber. You know, that's the stuff you maintain. That's the stuff you stay on top of. But you should not see aggregate like this after a year. No fucking way. Which is why we recommend 2-coat Willie. That's right. Other than that, this parking lot's in pretty good shape. You know, I can tell you just that section that I showed you as I walked in, how I explained how we would do that versus the last guy, I believe impressed him to the point where he's like, these are my guys. Now, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to a number. You know, it's going to come down to a number. And we're set up in a way that we have, you know, efficient equipment. So, like, I can go cheaper. I can do more and go cheaper because I have the equipment for fast turnarounds, where other guys, they wouldn't be able to do that, you know? So hopefully that's an advantage for us. You know, over here, I mean, if this is just starting to happen now, but this needs to be sealed up. This needs to be mastic, you know? It's kind of hard to bring this level up so that it doesn't have a puddle here without cutting off the water supply, so to say. But still, look at, you got water getting down into this crack. It's eroding that. And the line striping, guys, if I can offer you any advice at all, it's you got to get on your, listen, line striping is the trim work of the parking lot jobs. You got to get your shit together when it comes to doing your lines. You know, you cannot be passing up the lines that I showed you, squiggly ass, skinny, fucking nightmares. You can't do that. It's like, imagine buying a new house and then going into that house and finding that all the trim is like 1/8 of an inch too short. Everywhere you look, that's all you see. Line striping is the same way, you know? Then we got spots like that. That's not so much of a big deal. You know, on the no parking fire lanes, we're gonna grind that stuff off before we seal it. But stuff like this, you know, this should have had a blue box. It just gives the parking lot more contrast. It makes it pop, you know? So we're gonna add blue boxes. It's very easy just to go, oh, this is simple, slam it down. But the blue box makes such a big difference, you know? So do it, dude. Do it. Yeah, and look, it's like, you know, short walk through any parking lot will show you all the things that the other people missed. And those are the things that you want to point out to the customer, you know? And yeah, okay, be a fucking troll. Oh, here's another one. So you can see, like, before, how these wheel stops were. This one was back, it was crooked. They went right up against the back of it, left this big heavy bead on the side of it. These fucking things, they're not pinned down, you know? You know you're coming to a job where you got wheel stops, bring a fucking dolly with you, pick them up, back it up 5-10 feet, you know, hit it, and then move them right back and drop it, and cover your tire marks. And it looks so much cleaner. And you know, when you do that, then you can snap a chalk line before you reset them. Put a chalk line down this whole thing, 1.5 feet off, 2 feet off of the retaining wall, and then you drop your backside of those curbs all on that line, and then everything is fucking perfect when you look down the row. I can't wait to get back to work. So, yep, that's all I got, guys. Quick, easy video for you guys that are going out there now, making your rounds, doing your estimates. You know, be a better contractor, do better work, set yourself aside from the shitbags, and point out all the things that the shitbags do wrong. And you're on your way, my man.